Okay, so let us start daily current affair with the Europedia, and this is 29th June, and I have come with some topics for today, and these are the topics I'm going to discuss with you today. So, the fourth phase of Vande Bharat mission, world largest mission to bring back Indian from different countries during COVID situation lockdown, that will start from 3rd July. Gaganyaan is the first Indian manned mission into the space. So, as per minister concerned, this will not get affected by COVID trouble. So, what is Gaganyaan? We are going to discuss about that also. What is the trouble now in Syria? Syria is the country which earlier faced trouble because of militancy, and now it is facing the trouble because of the hunger due to the COVID situation. So we will discuss about the situation of Syria, and similar news to Syria hunger crisis is World Food Program. So what is this body all about? What is the headquarter that we will discuss? This is a specialized body under United Nations. Then Nepal issue we are continuously discussing after the amendment to the constitution where they changed their map. Now the chairman of the main political party of Nepal Communist Party, Pushp Kamal Dahal and Sharma Oli, the Prime Minister, there is some kind of fight going on as far as the inclination of Nepal towards China is concerned. N95 masks which are being used during COVID situation. So as per this control body of drugs in India, so that BIS certification is must for the manufacturer, and that control body is NPPA, National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority. We will discuss about that also. So let us start now this news. First news is fourth phase of Vande Bharat mission is going to start from 3rd July. Now, what is Vande Bharat mission? It is the world largest repatriation program in which so far 1.5 lakh Indians have been brought back by 700 Air India flights from different parts of the world. So 170 flights will be there in the fourth phase. So all these are Air India flights, and now they will go to different countries: United States, UK, Canada, Gulf countries, and will bring back Indian. So there are so many citizens living in Gulf countries, especially Saudi Arabia. So 26 Air India flights will be scheduled for Saudi Arabia, in which they will bring back Indians from there. So the number of flights in this phase is likely to increase because more private airlines will also join this Air India mission to bring back Indians. Okay, Gaganyaan will be launched without any delay, as per the minister, that is Union Minister for Atomic Energy and Space, Jitendra Singh has said that. Earlier, ISRO chief has come out and he told that it may be delay, but now Minister Jitendra Singh, Dr. Jitendra Singh, he has come out and he said that no, there will not be any delay. Though the training of 4 Indian astronauts, which are undergoing training in Russia, so the training is little delayed, but it will not eventually delay the mission. You know, India is going to celebrate its 75th anniversary of independence in 2022. So 1947 plus 75 is 2022. So when India celebrates its 75th anniversary of independence, then that time we should have this mission. So Chandrayaan 3 is India's lunar mission, and it is planned to be launched next year. So if you ask as of now which are the two main programs ISRO is proceeding ahead with, there's a Chandrayaan 3 and Gaganyaan. Gaganyaan is manned mission, first manned mission of India, and Chandrayaan 3 is lunar mission. Chandrayaan we have already launched earlier, that was successful, and these are the two main mission of ISRO. Now, let's talk about Gaganyaan. Gaganyaan is India's crewed orbital spacecraft, and Indian human space flight program it is, and it can carry 3 people. And this will be the crewed mission of ISRO, and it will be orbiting Earth at 400 kilometers altitude, and up to 7 days it will orbit, and it can carry 3 people. And the most important part is the launch vehicle. So remember this name, ISRO's GSLV. You know, ISRO has a launch vehicle, PSLV, GSLV, etc. So geosynchronous launch vehicle, GSLV stands for that. Mach 3 Mk3 is the launch vehicle for Gaganyaan, and this is scheduled to be launched in December 2021. This is the photograph of Gaganyaan you can see, and it is Hindustan Aeronautical Limited is the body, the manufacturing company which is making the basically this Gaganyaan as a basically infrastructure of this entire thing. This body and this spacecraft entire features are made by Hindustan Aeronautical Limited, and DRDO, Defense Research Development Organization, is also providing certain support in the form of critical human centric system, space grade food, healthcare, radiation measurement, and all these things, parachutes and all safe recovery of crew modules. So all these things are being provided by DRDO. Okay, so let's go for now Syria's hunger crisis. Syria is facing big hunger crisis. Almost 1 crore people are lacking the adequate food, and presently because of the coronavirus outbreak, and World Food Program is concerned about that. Let me tell you that Syria earlier had a big trouble because of 9 years of armed conflict. So there is a militancy there, because of which many migrants were leaving Syria and going to different part of the world. And now because of COVID-19, another situation is worsened, and situation is not good. So there is a free fall in economy of Lebanon also. It's very close to Syria. So these countries, Syria, Lebanon, they don't have good economy. What is World Food Program? So this is the basically food agency of United Nations, and it runs the largest humanitarian program for food security in the world. United Nations World Food Program, what you need to remember for this is that its headquarters is in Rome, that is Italy, and its parent body is United Nations General Assembly, and its head as of now is David Beasley, and this was formed in 1961. These are the things you need to remember about that. Now let's talk about Nepal issue. I told you earlier also that when India came out with its map in November 2019, last year, after Jammu and Kashmir was disintegrated, so Nepal also came out with its own map, in which Nepal has shown three areas, three places: Lipu Lake Pass, Kalapani, and Limpia Dhura. These three places, which were in Uttarakhand earlier, Nepal has shown these parts as a part of, as a territory of Nepal, and it led to some kind of conflict between India and Nepal. So Kalapani, Lipu Lake Pass, and Limpia Dhura, these are the spots which Nepal says are part of Nepal. Now this brownish part Nepal has shown is a part of its territory, whereas India believes it to be the territory of India. Now, this Lipu Lake Pass connects Uttarakhand with the Tibet Autonomous Region and Nepal. This is at the border of these three countries. And from Lipu Lake Pass, people go to Kailash Mansarovar visit, that pilgrimage. So this is a critical part here. Now, this Nepal, the ruling party is Nepal Communist Party. KP Sharma Oli is the Prime Minister of Nepal. Pushp Kamal Dahal and KP Sharma Oli are the two chairperson of this Nepali Communist Party. Of late, Nepali Communist Party is getting close to Communist Party of China, and that is the main reason why there is a tussle between some leaders of Nepali Communist Party. Recently, Oli alleged that India is plotting, making a plot to topple him, remove him, and Oli is not actually doing very good for India because they are going close to China. That everybody knows. And Pushp Kamal Dahal, he fears Pushp Kamal Dahal that he might basically come into the fold of India. So India, China, Nepal, that is how it all is going. But because Communist Party is ruling Nepal also, and Chinese Communist Party is in the power in China also, so because of that proximity, these Nepalis are going close to China. That is the main trouble there. Now, next important news which we can discuss is about N95 mask. You know, during COVID, this N95 mask are being used, but National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority, that body, it believes that the mask which we are making, they are not standard mask, and we need to make it really good. Manufacturer should make it as per some standard, and some certification, requisite certification from Bureau of Indian Standard needs to be taken while making these masks as per this National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority. So this was a news. And 95 mask, the exam question can be which mask are being used in COVID and 95 mask. Next is which body in India takes care of the cost or price of these kind of medicines or health related these things. So that is National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority, and certification is required from Bureau of Indian Standard for that. Drug price control order is the list which is released by NPPA, National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority. It releases some kind of list of the price of these drugs and maintains that particular price properly. Now, what is National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority? It is the government regulatory agency that controls the prices of pharmaceutical drugs in India. It was formed in August 1997, and it comes under the Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer, Department of Pharmaceutical, Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer. So under which ministry it comes, that is important question. And what is the function of this is regulate the price of drugs and ensure the availability and accessibility of medicine at affordable price. So whether the prices are affordable or they are properly maintained, that is the main work of this particular body. Now this NPPA regularly publishes the list of medicine and their maximum ceiling prices, and that list is in the form of drug prices control order. That is how it all goes. So this is the main body which is related to that. So I believe these are the some topics which we discussed today. So Vande Bharat mission, what is that? Gaganyaan, what is that? What is Gaganyaan? What is serious hunger crisis? What is World Food Program? These things are important. What is the Nepal issue, and what is amendment? Nepal did amendment to the constitution, and 95 mask. What kind of questions can we ask from this? That is important for us. So keep revising these things, and I will be coming out soon with the one liner current affair questions in the month of June, and that time your holistic revision can be done. Okay, thank you.